Good morning. You're welcome to the show. The show is Bumper Breakfast. My name is Yinka Kenny. This morning, we are joining the rest of the world to mourn the passing away of the United Kingdom Queen Elizabeth II. She reigned as the Queen of England for 70 years from the 6th of February 1952 at the age of 25, taking over after the demise of her father, King George, to the 8th of September 2022. She was the longest of any British monarch that ever reigned, and she was married to the late Prince Duke, and she gave birth to four children. She lived through 14 prime ministers and just appointed the 15th, who is also a female, days before her demise. She lived all her life touching the lives of many people within and without the UK. So far, dignitaries far and near, they have been pouring out beautiful tributes in honor of the late Queen Elizabeth. She died peacefully at Balmoral Castle in the United Kingdom. Queen Elizabeth she lived a beautiful, graceful life, a life that is worthy of emulation, a life that inspired a lot of people, and she lived a life that gave hope to a lot of nations. She lived a life that all her life just serving the world, our country, and the world as a whole. We say condolences to the royal family and the entire people of United Kingdom. She has been succeeded by our son, now King Charles. All right, that's where we start the show on this morning. The usual saying in the United Kingdom is long live King, long live the Queen. Now we can say long live the King. What more can we say? We have to give all the gratitude to the Almighty God for a life well spent. She reigned as the Queen of England for 70 years. For a life well spent, we say glory be to the Almighty God, and we will just say, may our soul continue to rest in perfect peace. On the show with me this morning is MC, the one and only MC Rio.
Yes, good morning. My name is Ambassador Robin Emmanuel Femi. Of course, for a short, my good friends call me Rio. You can call me MC Rio for that title because now my workshop is that.
Now your workshop.
They are defined. I had to wear black today. My slippers is black. My clothes is black, my wristwatch is black, and I'm a black man. For Queen Elizabeth, anyways, who has traveled all over the world, about 120 countries, and it's my father's 16 years remembrance, you know. So I'm wearing black. Thank God there's a touch of black.
Yeah, we had to join the world in mourning our dearest Queen Elizabeth. So definitely every one of us should at least have a touch of black. Though we say it is a celebration of life because because looking at all our life, looking at our biography and everything that she had done, we cannot but say that was a life well spent. Honestly, but if you ask me, I would have wanted her to live up until
longer
100 years.
but then we just planned, and God knows everything best.
Yes.
She's old already, and like according to the news, she died peacefully.
She died peacefully. She really
it's not
died.
Like she was battling with health issues or it was a crash or whatever, but it was a peaceful death. Her time was hot, and despite the fact, yes, she's still the longest reigned monarch
so far.
Yeah, so far.
We do not know how
how
long
long the son
the son
will
will
take.
live.
But we hope he live longer too. I don't know.
Yes, longer
But
than
you know, she became the Queen of England at the age 25.
at the age of
When
25. That's
she
it.
was at Kenya when the father died.
Died exactly.
And you will not compare 25. I don't know how old is the son, but he looks old already.
He's over 70.
It's over 70.
He's over
So
70.
we know he might not be able to spend 70 years or 60, 50 years on the throne, but we hope he stays longer on the
He stays
throne.
long on
It's
the
one
throne.
of the strongest palace in the world.
Yes.
So he has the power now.
And we just pray that he continues with the legacies
Of the mother.
Of the mother. Yes, she left a lot of good.
You know, Inka, I always know something that is very important. You know, the constant thing in life is change.
Yes.
I know it might take the legacy of the mother. You know, in England they have their own principles, their constitution. You know what a monarch should do and what they would do. But you know, we have our personal or individual differences. There are things that he would have wanted his mother, the late Queen Elizabeth, to do that she did not do. And being the king now, he would want to do it. And I like one fact about the whites. They did not take time. Look at how long the late Alaafin of Oyo has died. And yet, we are yet to put somebody on the monarch. Before this current Oni of Ife, you know, became the king, it took a while. Just imagine this one. The queen died yesterday. We're already thinking of putting the crown on the head of the son. What a structure. Now when we talk about structure, and we talk about, you know, a peaceful coexistence of the United Kingdom. This is what we're saying.
I think it's more of structure because as at the time, let's look back into history when Queen Elizabeth came on the throne. Her father, she succeeded her father. Her father did not rule for too long. That made her ascend the throne at a very early age,
25.
and that was because her father had no male child. So, assuming her father had a male child at that time, it would have been a male.
Even if the male child was younger than Queen Elizabeth.
Yes, it would have been the male child. But I think everything changed during the reign of the Queen. UK became more female friendly.
That can happen in some places in Africa.
They will go and look for.
We have to look for maybe the younger brother.
But things are changing now. We have
female monarch in Nigeria. There's a place in Ondo.
Yes, a very young female.
Yes,
very young female. I think she's still in the higher institution.
But when we're talking about the first class monarch in Nigeria, you cannot. They respect women, Lord. The Sultan of Sokoto will not put a woman in that place. The Emir of Kano.
Don't go there.
The Oni
I don't know what you're talking about now.
The Oni of Ife, the Alaafin of Oyo, the Awujale of Ijebu.
Talking about the southern part of the country, honestly, I think we have openly, agreed to the terms of the fact that yes, a woman can be here, a woman can do this. We might not be able to say the same thing of the northern part of the country, but when we come to this side of the country, there are a little bit of acceptance for the women, the female gender. Yes. And you see, there's a structure. You see, our father took over at a point that, his own elder brother, died. So he's like, the structure is just there.
So Laura Khan now.
So they wouldn't just say that because
it's only their family that rule.
That's why they are called the royal family. That was why there was a lot of brouhaha about our grandson's marriage. Prince.
That married outside the palace.
Prince Harry. Prince Harry now, when he married the actress from America, and they had to leave the United Kingdom to settle at America. There was a lot of.
I think they moved to Canada eventually to settle.
Yes. So there was a lot of a lot of.
He renounces royalty.
Exactly.
For love.
So that was
for
why
love.
there was.
For love. That's a very big. As a man, can you marry a woman that is more successful
I
than
think
you.
we should throw it.
Because
We should throw that out
if you're calling, if you're saying
to our viewers this morning.
your Majesty to the Queen Elizabeth, of course you use your
And you will
Majesty to the
majesty
husband.
outside now. When you get inside, you will relax
But I think
throw that
somehow in
majesty.
history, at the point in time, they were not staying together.
I wouldn't I wouldn't know about
I
wouldn't
think,
know
yeah,
about that, but I know that what I read so far was that they lived well, they lived peacefully, they lived a happy they had happy matrimony, and between them they had 4 children. And at every point in time, the husband was really supportive, and they were together for so many years.
I think
And
he haven't stayed up to 100 before he died.
I cannot
Or
remember
close to.
his age now,
Or close to.
but what I can say categorically is that I want to feel that since the husband died, you know, when couples are very close to themselves, most especially at old age,
Yes.
they become inseparable.
Yeah.
So I feel that, you know, with the demise of her husband,
She was quick to go.
she
to go and meet
she
the
just
husband.
she just couldn't
Continuation of love.
cope with it anymore.
Continuation of
yes
love.
yes unfortunately
But,
the world
And
had to lose her.
she wasn't born in the palace. I don't know. She was born somewhere,
Well,
somewhere. But then,
but she's a
when
royal.
when it was time for her to start learning
Yes.
all her
Yes,
education, she was
had
good in the palace.
yes, she had a private
And,
education in the palace.
She had history, literature, languages, and music.
Yeah.
That was the few things recorded that Queen Elizabeth studied, because they were initially preparing her to be the monarch, you know. But right from time, no boy in that family, and she came in.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny that she was in Kenya when the father died.
When the father and
in that year.
yes, and the news wasn't broken to her immediately. I think it was until she got back to her hotel
to the
room.
United Kingdom.
No, to our hotel room,
Okay.
that it was broken to her. But what more can we say? May she rest in peace. And we hope that the beginning of this new era in the United Kingdom will be better than the last. And we say, long live the king. We go right now to the dailies this morning. The front page of the Punch newspaper has the lead story: Queen Elizabeth's death at 96. World leaders pay tributes. Britain mourns. Charles becomes king. UK PM, Buhari, Biden, Obama, Macron, others hail Britain's longest reigning monarch. And also we have Nigeria's monkeypox death toll highest in Africa. That's a report from the WHO this morning. Lagos woman set ablaze for kidnapping. Baby dies. Police hoodlums demolish 50 Lagos buildings. Victims protest. And troops rescue 3 Chibok girls. Arrest terrorist informant. Pengassin threatens 30-day shutdown. Nigeria risks 1.37 trillion naira loss. Sack non-performing service chiefs. Union tells her Buhari. And PDP pacifies South with.
You just choose to want to be your humanitarian services is to go negotiate with terrorists and come back to give the victim family
a
feedback. You know, and eventually I always say, what's up with Sheikh Gumi? Then I ask again, this Mamu guy that I think he is a director in one of the newspapers in Kaduna, or maybe he owns that particular paper. He has been doing it. So just all of a sudden, he said he's no longer interested again, and then that people are threatening his family, his life, he wants to leave. Then he was on his way to Saudi Arabia when they stopped him at Cairo, Egypt, by the DSS, the connect of government and intergovernment Interpol to return him. And after the arrest, they discovered he was relocating or living with his family.
Oh,
everybody,
really?
Yes, him, his family, wife, children.
But all these discoveries, all this that was discovered in his house.
In his house, military wears, currency, different currency. You know, I was thinking maybe it's the currency.
But what Nigerians are saying is, or probably what they are wondering now is, why is Sheikh Gumi walking freely on the streets of Nigeria?
Because this is the country we are. This is Nigeria. This is a country where different people get to have different consensus with, you know, different arms of government or different tiers of government. You could have with federal, have with state, or have with your local government. I mean, I do not even feel like, I feel there are lots Gumi and this man in question knows about kidnapping in the north, and they should be interrogated. But you know, I don't know how things is done. Everybody have different ways by which they like to place their stuff. But as for me, as far as I'm concerned, I think they should be arrested, interrogated, detained, because if you compare their case, you know, to some other people that is still in detention now, you know, you still wonder like, okay, what is happening? And they will come outside to even blame the federal government. There was a time Sheikh Gumi said he was addressing the journalists, and he said the journalists should learn how to say call terrorists, bandits with sweet words, how to address them with beautiful words, that they are human being like us, killing human being like us, and you want us to, he said, at the point he built a school for bandits. So what is their interest in, encouraging insecurity in the country? And the government is not doing anything. And after God is government. And if government is not doing anything, who are we to? We just talk about it and leave.
Okay, then let's talk a little bit of politics here. PDP, they've been in the news so much in the past few days.
Yes.
And it's been all about the River State Governor, Wike, versus the chairman, Ayu. And now the vote of confidence has been passed on Ayu, and Wike still remains adamant, saying Ayu must go.
Ega, you would know when PDP came in power in 1999, PDP happened to even be the strongest political party, not just in Nigeria and Africa, the biggest, the richest, they have everything.
Yes.
But you know, after the late Yaradua and Jonathan came in, and it was as if, Yaradua was supposed to spend 8 years initially. We know in Nigeria, you always want to do second term. But unfortunately...
As if it's your right.
As if it's your right. But unfortunately, Yaradua did something. I think Yaradua is the best president we never had. Because entering, he reversed the fuel price, pump price to 65 naira from about 80-something naira Obasanjo left it. And straight up, he had a peaceful conversation with the Niger Deltas. And, you know, they were able to, settle one or two. He was bringing peace already, but unfortunately, he's not God. He cannot control the running mate. And they gave it to Okowa eventually. Okowa used to be a kind of loyalist, friend to Wike based on the South. Unfortunately, it happened this way. That man is still angry.
He's very,
Because I don't know why he kept inviting. At the point, he was bringing the APC, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Femi Gbajabiamila,
we cannot just say what he was up to or what he is.
He said he's not living anyways.
He's not up to. He's up to, or maybe he was just doing pepper them things.
So we see what will play out.
Doing that
campaign is starting.
That pepper them things. The Guardian newspaper this morning also, the Guardian has dedicated half of its page, front page, to the Queen, and the caption reads, "The Queen dies, long live the King." And if you want to read the big,
was the spokesperson?
I wouldn't know who the spokesperson is now. I wouldn't know. I just wouldn't know. But I can only say that congratulations to Governor Makinde. He's really making high steps in the party.
I think yes.
He's really making high steps in the party.
Because it's like it's one of the governors aside from Wike is audible. Wike does not keep quiet. He says it quickly, but Makinde is this type that wants to investigate. For a very long time, he was not in Oyo State. He was out of Oyo State and handed over the power to the deputy to continue while he was trying to fix problems in the People's Democratic Party. But we hope they resolve it. Let's go to the battlefield, February 2023.
Battlefield 2023 February. All right, The Nation, the lead story is a PDP crisis. Ayu, not Jibrin, should resign, says Wike. PDP neck passes vote of confidence in chairman. I resigned in party's interest, says BOT chair. Wabara replaces Jibrin. Charles is King of England. Congratulations to King Charles. And world leaders mourn Queen Elizabeth II. Above the nameplate, the SS. Military items cash, financial instruments found in Mamu's home and office. And 2023, no option to victory, Adamu tells APC members. Over 30 aspirants undergo screening for Alafin.
I just said it now. I just
Goes
said
back
it.
to what you just said.
I just said it now, and it's hard in the news again.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! A whole nation, a king lost their queen, and almost immediately.
The second day,
No, even during her reign, every world knew that
this
King
is the
Charles
next person in
was going to
charge.
succeed his mom. The world just knew
We
it.
should always know that too
And
in Africa. You know, this is the next person if King's Passy or Queen Africa. Our thing is just different.
okay, and UBA gross profit to 85.76 billion naira in 6 months. The picture story, I've been looking for this picture story all over the papers that I read this morning, but finally I can find it on the front page of the Nation newspaper. And it is President Buhari with Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu acknowledging cheers from supporters after the opening of the 12th Nigerian Navy Games in Lagos yesterday.
That is right.
That is a notable
You know, of
event, and
recent,
I've been wondering why all the papers I read this morning did not come up with this.
because Queen died.
Because Queen died. So,
And you say Queen is
are you saying that UK Queen overshadowed our own president?
The honest truth is our president gets to talk, if not directly, indirectly by the spokesperson every day. But this is like Queen will not die tomorrow again. She only died once yesterday, and
Okay.
she should be on the front banner headline. And I was going to say Buhari is looking fine now recently.
Did you see him in that?
Yes, now I saw it now. I saw it, that track,
track
that
tracks,
navy,
that,
yeah,
track,
the white top and the blue and the white
had to
footwear.
really look at it very, very,
With his
very,
face
very
card.
well.
Baba kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Baba Ebo card.
I had to is this our president? Honestly,
That man knows how to look cute when he wants to look cute.
Yes.
But I think one problem of maybe now that military are giving him, result that we are killing these people, we neutralize something.
I think Baba is just taking it easy.
Yes. Let's move.
Baba is counting down.
We cannot wait to even finish.
Let
Honestly
it-
speaking, it's not easy to carry Nigeria.
Don't let me say what I'm not there. What NBC will come and hijack me for
Baba
this
just
money.
cannot wait because Jonathan said something to that time. When they were saying he was coming back, I said, Jonathan, you think he wants to come? Okay, we shall see. Now you know what I see the last time.
Okay, finally this morning I have the Nigerian Tribune, and we have a PDP's crisis. Ayu survives, Jibrin resigns, and Wabara takes over BOT. Tambuwal emerges presidential campaign DG, and Makinde replaces Sokoto governor as PDP Governors Forum chairman. And Atiku Ayu arrogant because someone at presidency promised them victory. Wike alleges.
Wike.
All right, we also have the picture of the late queen on the front page of Nigerian Tribune. Prince Charles becomes king as Queen Elizabeth dies at 96. Boko Haram terrorists kill 40% teachers in Northeast. That's a report from the NEDC. And locals conniving with foreigners to kidnap people in Ekiti. That's coming from the governor of Ekiti State, Governor Fayemi, talking about that.
Yoruba people will say, Ti ole ile oba ṣe kinní kan, ole ta oni ṣe kinní kan. They arrested a few people one time.
That's Tikule Obapani. That's Iku Ode Ole Pan. That's if the death of your house doesn't kill you, the one outside will not kill you.
You understand? Even during COVID, if you did not go outside, you won't bring COVID home. It's as simple as that. So now saying the locals are the government needs to understand that the locals are suffering. And I'll take an illustration from Lagos where the Okada ban, and yet there is no provision for we are suffering it, but it's a suffer that comes with peace, right? Though we walk, we trek because there's no bike to take us, but with time we adapt to it. Unlike leaving the bike and they continue to constitute things that we don't like in the country.
Yeah.
But we should always make an alternative for people when you want to do that. So these people in Ekiti, you won't understand what a lot of people are going through. Before you know,
We'll be right back.
Nigerian maritime sector is set to hold the first industry-based reality TV show ever in Nigeria. It's Nima Reality TV Show. Stay glued on your TV screens as 30 housemates battle it out for 30 days from September 18 to October 16, 2022 in a bid to win 10 million naira worth of prizes. Nima Reality TV Show. The intrigues, the dramas, the thrills and frills of talent and creative displays live on Nigerian Television Authority (NTA). Available on DSTV channel 369, GoTV on channel 114. Star Times on channel 104 and on terrestrial as NTA channel 2. Watch Nima Reality TV Show live by 10 p.m. daily and seize the opportunity to advertise your products and services to the world. For advert booking, call Joy on 0806 327 6810 or Dare on 0803 560 0509. Nima Reality TV Show is packaged by Platform Reporters, sponsored by King's Shipping and Q7 Paris, and supported by Nimasa, MPA, NSC, NIWA, CFAX Group, and the entire maritime sector. Nima Reality TV Show, Maritime for All.
We're back at Biggies!
For Big Brother Naija Season 7, who will bring the heat? What shakeups will happen within these walls? We'll be discussing everything. Don't miss the new season of The Buzz, Tuesdays and Saturdays from 7 p.m. only on Showmax. With never seen before snippets, interviews and reviews hosted by me, Toke Makinwa. Subscribe now at www.showmax.com.
Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. It's been so much ado about the internet fraudster Hush Puppy. Internet Twitter has been broken with the story of Hush Puppy, and what has it been about him in the past 24 hours? According to Daily Trust report, Nigerian internet fraudster Rahman Abbas, popularly known as Hush Puppy, facing trial in the United States of America, has shown moral conduct in prison as he has appealed to the court not to return to Nigeria because of Abba Kyari. It was learned that the Internet Celebrities report card for the Central Valley Workshop for Prisoners showed between July 2021 and November 2021 that Hush Puppy put up a moral attitude, quality of work, dependability and productivity, according to the People's Gazette. And it was also reported that ahead of Hush Puppy's case in September, the FBI had requested its prosecutors to reduce its sentence to 11 years imprisonment and 3 years of supervised release from his role in a multinational crime that earned him millions of dollars between 2019 and 2020. The internet fraudster has further solicited U.S. Judge Otis' right to temper justice with mercy and hand him a shorter jail term after scoring him high in the cleaning activities. Hush Puppy's attorney, Lewis Shapiro, in the memorandum submitted, wrote, he is currently working within his prison cleaning windows and showers, for which he has received greater personal evaluation. The lawyer further noted that Hush Puppy has 3 kids based in London, the US, and Dubai, all of whom he needs to care for, and well as his aging parents in Nigeria. Shapiro had also made a counter request. He had pleaded that his client, Hush Puppy, should not be returned to Nigeria because he was at risk of being harmed by the disgraced police officer, Abba Kyari. Hush Puppy said his part in the accusation of Mr. Kyari, which held the downfall of the officer, has put his life in danger. His attorney wrote, once this case is resolved and Mr. Abbas is released, he will not be able to return to Nigeria. Abubakar Kyari, a Nigerian politician and police officer, operates a death squad. He was indicted in the Juma case by the government. Investigation into his case. That is the report of the Daily Trust this morning. And the internet has gone agog.
Oh, the fact that
and also, for the records, he also gained about 500,000 more followers in the last 24 hours on Instagram.
Yes, Nigerian, and because somebody is updating them about Hush Puppy, and Hush Puppy before the internet, before he started internet fraudsters, aka Yahoo, he's a Yoruba man. He did not come from a rich background.
He's still a Yoruba man.
I know. He did not come from a rich background, so he knows how the hustle is like. So, and I feel like probably the lawyer is smart enough to tell him he should be responsible in this prison.
In the court, in the prison, rather.
Yes, because at the point in time,
be a good boy.
We saw on the internet that he was still able to use a phone to defraud one, commission and get about $400,000 and they're like, oh, and lately we've been hearing that he has been assisting, the Interpol, the FBI, and all
to pin down
some other people and get other information. So I feel like the United States is kind of interested in his case and his personality. Because you see an hardened internet criminal like that, still trying to be humble and show moral in cell, in prison, and of course, he said he doesn't want to come back to Nigeria because he's scared of Abba Kyari. And the question is, who do we even think Abba Kyari is? Because I feel like that should be the person he should run to rescue him. So how come he's running away from that person? Abba Kyari now is facing another case in Nigeria about drug trafficking and all. So I was wondering how you will come from internet fraudster to drug trafficking.
A woman that is more successful.
Somebody can marry Queen Elizabeth and they have one of the longest and lasted, matrimonial home in the world today.
Yeah.
Who am I? No, who am I? If you want to test me now, test me with Oni of Ife's daughter. Real, come and marry this lady and see maybe I will do as call and I'm gonna go for it. But I just feel before she became the queen, they met already and she got married at early stage. She became the queen at early stage of 25 years. And can you just imagine from 25 years to whenever, the year the husband died.
I've never lived anywhere. Visited outside the country, fine, but I've lived all my life in Nigeria, and I will tell you, the typical Nigerian man.
Agree.
Let me analyze something for you.
Okay.
What Nigerian men, I was having a discussion with my elder sister yesterday, and we were really talking about this, and we realized that where the problem comes is I cannot cope with washing my clothes anymore or washing my husband's clothes. I need to get a washing machine. That's why I begin. You started growing wings. You cannot. Because you are earning more money now, you are not a big woman. You cannot use your hand to wash clothes again. You are started going to buy washing machine.
You're speaking from the perspective of a typical African woman.
That's what the man will say. He will say, so you can. That's your hand cannot work because you are not a big woman. You are earning more. So that's the mentality.
I think
but you tend to forget that it is responsibility. That is where the problem comes in. Ego starts. You begin to feel intimidated. You begin to feel some sort of being inferior, which is not supposed to be. Now, she looks at, maybe she's running late for home. She probably to prepare dinner and all of that. She calls you, Hi, darling. I'm sorry I'm getting late for dinner, to prepare dinner. What would you like to eat? And the man begins to say, okay, I want to eat pounded yam and goosey soup and none of that. Okay, I'm gonna drop by at some eatery, get you what you want to. So you mean you cannot come back? You can't come to start cooking my food for me again. You can't enter the kitchen to cook for me. You're not a big. You see, this is where you begin to have the problems. You begin to find out. You begin to read meanings to everything she does, and you tend to forget that she's not doing this on purpose. Okay. She's earning more. She's got more responsibility. Definitely, she's rising up the ladder. Things will change.
First thing I want to say.
The number to call is 08095529752. Let's, my director, I don't know if he can just put up the topic and the number to call.
If any Nollywood director is watching this program right now, you have a talent here. What you have just displayed here is nothing but Nigerian movie. You see, when
I want to go into acting. I'm going into acting, so they should come and they should call me.
When a man is envious of his wife, then he starts seeing mistakes in everything. Even when this woman is not more successful than him, if you are very beautiful, you can have problem with your husband. You don't have to be.
That's another twist.
If you are endowed, you have all the package.
Endowed.
You can have problem with your. If you are going with your husband and somebody just complimented you like, YK, oh we're fine. Oh, the sexy girl, you can get angry on it. You can get to and you can say, but it's like, well, you are sexy now. That's why you cannot cook for me.
But we're talking about success now. Let me pick a call here. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Rabi Wazir. I'm calling from Lagos.
Thank you for calling in.
For me, I can marry a woman that is more successful than me.
God bless you.
I can. Because I don't say anything bad there. Am I not that created her? Belvin.
Belvin. Okay, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Alakuko.
Okay, can you marry a woman that is more successful?
Yeah, I can.
Are you sure to be able to manage our success?
Of course.
You will not be intimidated and you will allow her fly.
Especially where you look at the economic situation of this country now, you have to work it out together. It's something that we need to work out together. I can't
Thank you so much.
He's already sharing the responsibility. But that's the truth. Even the Bible did not say he will create for you a maid, or he said he will create for a man a